Yo, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning market report. We got a lot of green here on the daily. The hourly, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback on the bubbles. So we'll take a look here. Take a look at that. A lot of green on the daily. A little bit of red coming in on the hourly. But right there behind my head, AI16Z. We're going to be talking about that and virtuals right there. We're going to be talking about that one today. AI virtuals, guys. There's some stuff going on and a lot of predictions being made on this. Is this the hot new sector for 2025? We're going to be taking a look at that. Several of those tokens on the top list. And by the way, one of them is under a $1 billion market cap still. So we'll let you know what that one is. Might be very undervalued and be a good time to jump in. Oh, just turn green on the daily, guys. I mean, just time to go. It's fire time. We got the crypto, the stock market, guys, opening up in the green right now. Dow Jones currently up 0.66%. The S&P is up 0.57%, and the NASDAQ futures up 6.2%. We also got some economic data this morning that we're going to be taking a look at, guys. That economic data is the jobs numbers that just came in. Plus, we got some stuff on the 30-year fixed rate mortgage. We're going to be looking at that too. And where can Bitcoin find its support here on this little pullback for a more rally? Are we almost at the end of Eric Wallen's call? We said it several days ago, January 2nd, about 4 days until the bottoming. It's January 2nd, guys. Let's get it. Get your notebooks out. Class is in session. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Market Report. I am Army Piper. This is the Piper Academy Network, where we bring you guys all the news, the data, economics, everything that you need to get your day started with knowledge, because knowledge is profit. Jim Cramer is in the house, I believe. I see Alexandra G talking over here. Yes, I'm bearish AF today. That means the markets are going to pump. I actually have a video of Jim Cramer today that we're going to play. Today is a historic day for Jim Cramer, if you don't know. Exactly 2 years ago, he made a call about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at that video and see just how accurate Jim Cramer is. So Jim Cramer, stick around. We got a video of you. Let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We've got, let's see. Go up to the top. Man, a lot of people in here. Crypto Coin Mindset Game. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, bro. Rikoshi No Dinera's in here. Ninja Glock. We got Crypto Billies in the house. Eric Wallen just talked about you. Well, I lost OC. Hopefully he comes back to us. Yeah, I just had something go on here too on my end. So OC, welcome. Evidently, that connection from the space station back to your home base did not play out well. But what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Good to have you back. And I think we are all good. Let me check the chat here. Yeah, I think we're good now. We're good. All right. So there you go, OC. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Nice. Just finishing reconnecting. Yeah, it seems like we glitched for a minute right there. Yeah, and indeed I needed to reconnect. But doing fantastic. Yesterday I was, a little bit not under. I was a little bit like under the how you call it. I just wasn't feeling that great. I was pretty sick. To be honest, I was kind of like a dying alive. But other than that, today it's a bright day, man. Something that I did find out, it is that it was possibly it is, what it was, it's not CO2, it is monoxide, carbon monoxide, maybe overexposure. So
okay.
Yeah,
bro,
so
that's
quite
serious
dangerous.
stuff. You got to be careful. That's really dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really dangerous. So I just wanted to share with you guys, because I called one of my friends that is a doctor, and he told me, do you have windows open? No, well then do it. And as soon as I did it, and that was late night, dude, that headache, that nausea, that everything just went away. So quick reminder, guys, that if you're having some symptoms like that, take some fresh air, ventilate, and man, that's something that you should not be playing around with. But yeah, I just wanted to share you with that, because I got the
that's pretty
bumps,
serious
right?
stuff. I've
Because
heard
of
about
that.
I've read stories where like families have gone to the next day. They just go to bed and that's it, through the whole house. So, OC, I think you're back with us though, bro. We're good to go. But yeah, I'm glad you're okay, man. I'm glad that you realized that there might be something going on there. That's a good thing. Jim, issues there with OC's connection. It's okay. We're going to get him back up here. Jim Cramer said that he's like the candy man. If you say his name 3 times, I had a outage this morning in my area, so I'm going to do a quick check here just to see on my end what my signal is looking like here. And give me 1 second, we'll run this thing. Yeah, allow it. Let's go see. Let's go see what this is looking like. Yeah, so my download speed right now, this has to be on Google's end because my download speed right now, we're running about 670 megabytes per second here on the 700 actually. So we're running the good on the download. Let's check the upload. Oh yeah, I'm good, dude. I have more than enough to push this stream, so it has to be on YouTube's end that is doing it. I'm not sure. So good to go there. All right, OC, let's go ahead and jump into the news. Let's knock this out. It's not Piper's connection. My stuff's solid. I just showed it, Buck. Let's go and check this out. Buck trying to always give me crap. Eric Wallen said he blames OC. I blame Buck. Buck came to my house and I had no issues until Buck came to my house and did stuff. So, you know, I don't have dial-up, bro. I got the fast stuff. Moving faster than Bitcoin to the downside today.
3 megabits per second also. So
yeah, I don't know. I really do think that it's either like the server at Ecamm or it is the server or it is YouTube. So it's one or the other. But let's go ahead and jump into the news while we have everybody here. Let's get this going. Let's go talk about what we're seeing right now, guys. Let me fix that adjustment there just a little bit. There we go. Get rid of those white lines. Market cap, $3.5 trillion right now, guys, up 3.41%. The volume right now, trade volume up 20.7% in the last 24 hours. Let's jump over here and take a look at X. Right now, the CMC altcoin season index, guys, we're sitting at 49. We're getting closer in there. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump up, but that CMC crypto fear and greed index still sitting at 51 neutral. I'll take it. Yesterday was at 49. We did not pump up that much on that. Let's go take a look at the crypto bubbles. Give it a refresh here because we have a whole sea over there from the resize. On the hourly, starting to pull back a little bit here again. Virtual's up 1.6%. Let's go down and take a look at the price action. Bitcoin at 96,300. We talked yesterday about on the liquidation heat map that there was a heat zone around 96K. We did clean that out. We're starting to get another one. We'll look at that in a little bit. But right now, sitting at $96,300, up 2.7% on the daily. Ethereum up 3.9%, sitting at 3,400. XRP 10.6%, guys, retaking $2.39, sitting just under $2.40. Moved back up and took out Tether. What else we have here? Any other big movers? Solana's up 9.4%. Love seeing that. Dogecoin's up 6.7%. Cardano, ADA, shout out to the Cardano people out there, up 11.3% right now. What else we got? Avalanche is up 10.5. Chainlink is up 11.3. Shout out to Buck. I know he likes to see that. He just don't want it to go over $600 or he loses a bet. Shiba Inu retaking position number 14 here, moving up from number 15, up 8.2%. Stellar Lumens, guys, up 15.7%. Yeah, that rounds out our top 20. Pepe taking that number 20 position, moving up 3 spots there on a 7% daily run. So let's go check out the stocks. Give this a refresh. This is still moving up. Yep, it sure is. No, it's gone down. Oh, no, we pulled down, guys. Markets are pulling back after this futures morning open on the markets. We'll have to take a look at the Dixie. The Dixie, I think, might be doing some stuff here. Let me go look here. No, yeah, Dixie's up a little bit today. We do have a 3.39%, almost 0.4% there in the Dow Jones in the morning market open. S&P up 0.1%. NASDAQ pulling back a little bit, probably because of Tesla getting some massive sell-off. We'll talk about why in just a second. Actually, let's do it now. We'll do it now. We're doing it now. Tesla. Actually, I want to talk about this news first. Good morning and welcome to Texas. For all my Canadians out there, you guys are losing one of your Bitcoin miners, just so you know. Welcome to Texas. That's called job creation. Bitcoin miner HIVE Digital Technologies is moving its headquarters from Vancouver, Canada to Texas in response to President-elect Donald Trump's positive stance on Bitcoin. So they are leaving the land of polar bears and ice for the land of windmills, desert, and pew-pews. Welcome to Texas, Hive Mining. We glad to have you here, Hive Digital. Let's go talk about this one, though, guys. Breaking, Tesla delivered 495,570 vehicles in Q4 2024, well below its estimates of 512,466. The state is back below the state. I saw a thing there. The stock is back below $400 on the news for the first time since December 10th. And look at this sell off on Tesla. But guys, I got to tell you, and I do have to say that I think Tesla is going to be a buy at these levels. And there's a reason for that, because even though they missed this mark, they've been rallying very hard. So they needed a correction anyways. But you guys tracking this yesterday, I'm sure you are. There was this event in Las Vegas. I got to be careful how I talk about it, because FBI said one thing and other people have said another, but we know what it was. We know. Law enforcement officials claiming that because the suspect used a Tesla Cybertruck in their event earlier that day, that at the Donald Trump Hotel and Casino, which has a 1.4 millimeter body panels and 1.8 millimeter door panels, the explosion only caused minimal damage. Get back on there. There you go. Only caused minimal damage, with even the windows of the hotel lobby only feet from the truck not having been shattered. Officials state that most of the blast was contained within the vehicle, with the remainder having went up through the roof instead of out the side. So, as someone who has seen VBIDs, that is an IED within a vehicle. I've seen them firsthand. They blast out. That's the whole intent, it is a mobile piece of warfare, right? Yeah, this one contained completely within. So it blew out the back and it went up the top. That was about it. So this here is actually really bad situation, but really good marketing for Tesla. And I think even despite that sell-off, there's going to be a pump up. So, oh yeah, positive effects of Biden-Harris policies. Biden did a lot of stuff for EVs, but excluded the number one EV maker out of all of it. That would be Tesla. Does that help? Does that solve that? I think that might have worked. Yeah, but guys, I'm watching Tesla closely. I think Tesla's a buy in my opinion right now. Just my humble opinion. Oh, here we go. Jim Cramer, exactly 2 years ago, calling Bitcoin a scam. Let's go ahead and let's hear this out.
Been so resilient here in the high 16s.
Well, I'll tell you what starts this, because it's phony and a scam, being propped up by people who need it propped up, and that's all there is.
So it was really low. I had the volume all the way up on it, but it said Bitcoin's a scam being held up by the people that need it to be held up, and that's all it is. That was 2 years ago today. So congratulations, Jim Cramer, on your famous comment. And then yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about this. This is the AI agents that I'm keeping an eye on. We've got the top 5 in here, and one of them that is really standing out. So that is what we have there on the X marks the spot. Let's talk about this 10-year treasury yield and economic data, okay? Because there's some stuff here, you guys. I keep talking about the 10-year treasury yield. That is, everything is hinging. Yeah, I know it's low volume. I'm sorry, man. Everything is hinging on this. Everything for this year, all the markets, crypto, S&P, everything, regardless of a bull run, post-year halving, all of it is going to be based on this. Because I will tell you, if this thing breaks 5%, stock markets are going to sell off. It's just how it works. Yield on the 10-year treasury, when stock returns disappear, that is a thing. And if the stock market is dumping off because of this, crypto is not going to hold up to it. We may not have 70% sell-offs. We may see something like 2021 where we had a 50% pullback. But remember that weighted votes occur, right? And the 10-year treasury yield is a powerhouse of a weighted vote on which direction the market's going to go. Bull market enters 2025 under threat from a familiar menace over the years, rising interest rates. History has shown that when the 10-year treasury yield rises to its current levels, equity returns begin to turn negative. After a banner year for stocks, the broader S&P benchmark ended up December in red, in part due to pressure from a jump in yields after the Federal Reserve indicated earlier this month that it may slow down the pace of interest rate cuts in the new year. What's especially unusual is that the interest rates have continued to rise despite the Fed's cutting cycle, somewhat counterintuitive to investor expectations. This month alone, the yield on the benchmark U.S. 10-year Treasury has surged nearly 10% and is currently at around 4.573. Some have attributed this move to a fear that inflation could flare up again or increased confidence in the economy's a potential. So if you come down here and take a look at where it's at, come back here. Of course, I get one of the moving charts. There we go. You can see where we are in comparison to back here. This is in 2023. We're a little bit higher. You guys see that 5% mark? And you see the date on that? That was back there in the no, that's not right. Let me come in here a little bit. There we go. That was back in, October of 2023, okay? And then we hit that level. That is when it started to pull back, and then we got that massive October rally, right? So it is this 5% mark that we really need to keep an eye on. Since stocks and bonds are traditionally inversely correlated, bond returns typically increase when equity returns decrease. Since the 2020 yield low, stocks have advanced about 117% over 1,754 days. However, stocks slipped 2.1% over the 89 days when the 10-year rose above 4.5. We're above that right now. So keep all that in mind. All eyes on the 10-year Treasury yield going forward. It is going to be the biggest factor on how well our bull market does this year. And guys, I talk about this all the time. So all you got to do, stay tuned right here on Piper Academy Network. And I every day you're going to get an update on what is this thing doing, because I like to keep my eye on the big dog. The most dangerous guy in the house when you walk into the bar, that's him. That's the guy right there. So let's look at this economic data. Speaking of it, you just saw that we were talking about the interest rates of the 10-year yields going up despite a full 100 basis point rate cut. But guys, mortgages are going up. Why? It's because of that 10-year Treasury yield. We went from a 6.75% yesterday on the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate to 6.97. We're almost back to 7% here. Take a look here and see what that's looking like. Yeah, it's not good. We were this high back in July this year. On the way down, we were higher than this in April and then back in October. So we are now trending back up. We've now created a higher low. It's not something that you want to see, especially if you were holding off on buying a home because you said, I'm going to wait for the Fed to cut rates. Fed rate cuts don't have anything to do with 30-year fixed mortgage. It has to do with the 10-year Treasury yield. That is where the banks decide your interest rate, because they go, well, 10-year Treasury yield right now is at 4.573 or whatever it is right now. And that would be the baseline of what your interest rate would be on a home loan, car loan, personal loan, stuff like that, because they could just put their money into a 10-year Treasury yield and make that. So if they're going to give you a loan, the whole reason for it is they're not being nice. They're not your friend. They're giving you a loan so that you can get the item you want and pay them money, right? They want the interest on it. So why would they give you anything below 4.573 when they can just make that by putting it with zero risk in a 10-year Treasury bond? So, looking at that from that perspective, once they calculate in now your risk, how stable, how long has he been in this job? What's his credit history? What's his credit score? What's his payment history? What's his ability to pay this? Then they add that on top of it. And that is why the 30-year fixed mortgage rate right now is 6.97. Lunar Beaches, yes, you did. I told you when you bought your house, you're going to be very glad you bought your house when you did. And I said these mortgage rates are going to go up. And that's exactly what has happened, because I know how this game is played, and I know where to watch for those mortgage rates. So if you guys were tuning in here, that's what I said back on the first rate cut. It's not going to matter. Also, initial jobless claims came in this morning. I do expect that we're going to have a rally in the afternoon, guys. I think this initial sell-off this morning was the futures, people trying to shake them out. I do think we're going to have a rally this afternoon on the markets, and it's because of this. Initial jobless claims, we were at 219,000 jobs. 222,000 was the consensus and forecast. We actually came in way below it, 211,000 jobless claims here. Actually, go back. I want to check on the 1-star impact, because that's going to give us our continuing. There you go. Continuing jobless claims, 1.8 million, was at 1.9 million. So even this came in below. It was 1.89 million was the expectation, 1.89 1.5 million was the forecast. Came in at 1.844. So came in well below. That means that the continuing jobless claims, people that have been on unemployment for 4 weeks or longer, that is numbers going down also. The average also dropping slightly there on the 4-week average. So we're seeing some good job data today. That means market strength, right? And that's what we want to see when we're looking at job data like this on the initial jobless claims. Tomorrow, guys, we're going to get ISM manufacturing. Just a reminder, it is projected to be either 1/10 of below or 1/10 higher than what it previously was. If this comes in higher tomorrow, we want to see this high. This means that manufacturing is doing good, right? So that's what we're going to be watching tomorrow there. Let's go check out. No, we don't want to check that out yet. We don't want to check that out yet. We'll check that out in a little while. Was there anything else in X marks the spot? I think there might have been. Let me check this before we get off of this and get into the Bitcoin chart. Let's go to my bookmarks here. By the way, guys, massive weather play coming. If you guys don't know, to the United States, we're about to get hit hard. Matter of fact, they're even talking about snow here in. Nope, there's nothing there we want to watch. Let's come back to the duo. We're talking about snow here in my desert here. My El Paso desert could have snow. So, yeah. OC, if you want to go play in the snow, come on up here to the desert of El Paso, Texas. But yeah, it looks like the southeast is going to get hammered. Of course, the north is, but there's an Arctic front coming in. It's supposed to like sweep all the way down. And if you have cold temperatures in the south plus precipitation, any moisture, of course, that equals snow. So yeah, if you want to come play in the snow, come on up. It's going to be interesting to see my dog play in the snow for the first time. She's going to be like, "What in the hell is this?" Let's go check out. Let's go check out some Bitcoin. But did you see anything in the chat? Anybody talking about anything that I missed here? OC Ada Ace. Ada Ace, guys, he's going to be a guest tomorrow on the show. He's going to be on here talking about Hydro Drip. So you guys make sure you tune in tomorrow. See Ada Ace here live with us on the panel. Did you see anything, OC? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I think you have covered most of it.
Awesome. Let's go jump into a Bitcoin chart then. Let's get all Bitty Boy up here and talk about that. Bitcoin is starting to get another rally up. Guys, my levels I've been talking about, I gave my community these levels. I even shared this chart out with them and said, copy this so that you have these levels. It's on most of my members' charts in the upper class. I said, watch these levels. And these levels are all based off of fixed range volume profiles over here. I said, we've got this level here. This is the no shit hold this level, okay? And then we've got the well crap it didn't hold. Every single pullback we've had has been in this zone and has played perfectly. And now we have broken back up above the no shit hold this, and we're back into the primary resistance zone. Right here running on top of that little dashed line there, that's running across like that. That is the point of control. And that is the very top of this. If we come over here and take a look, guys, if we get past this, we're easily running up into this next volume node. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it on here. This is going to be a new box for you guys. This is going to be my new resistance box. And it's going to involve the value area high in addition to that peak of the fixed range volume profile. Let me get my template on here. That's now a new resistance box. New R zone in the house. So that's what I'm watching right now. What we really need to see, let me get the brush marks off. What we really need to see is a break for Bitcoin to get up above this current zone right in this area here. There's this little threshold of a node right there of volume. It needs to get back above that. And let me go throw on some of my fibs here, and we'll see how that's looking. Come here, Fibs. Where are you? Anchored VWAP. Anything there? Nope, nothing there. Oh, yeah, there is. Check it out. That R zone that we just talked about here, that thin one. The top line of the anchored VWAP is running right in there also right now. So OC is going to give you some more breakdown on this in a second. I just wanted to see where all of this is at, and we'll pass it over to him to see what he's seeing on here. but I am missing key overlays. There we go. Yeah, 1.32, the 1.236. That's going to be the other one that's in this area also, guys. And we do have an anchored VWAP there that would be in line for both of those to be confluence for support. The 1.236, that volume node, and that anchored VWAP for that other push up. That's what I'm watching closely right now on Bitcoin. Looking pretty decent right now. OC, let's jump it over to you, see what you got on your chart, and we will come back and start talking about these talking about these crazy AI agents, man.
Oh, absolutely. So just a little bit of a heads up here. This is, oh, come on, sorry. This is what I was looking for, or this is what it looks like right now at this point. And also remember that many coins were looking like this, right? Remember, coming down, little range, V-shaped recovery that give us 70% chances of ranging. After that ranging, well, then what are we waiting for? Usually the spring. And on the spring, for me, after locating the spring, the next most important part, it is this retest, right? It's not about the breakout. It's about the retest, confirming, hovering again within the main range. And that indicates to me that we're going to be ringing the top of that range. Is it done? Are we going to be breaking out like in this case? Well, that is unsure. So I don't like to step ahead of it. But so far, it has been playing out very nicely. So just a little bit of a quick observation. I was expecting a sweep of the lows around these two areas. I was wanting to buy as low as 90K or 89,990, right? But it just didn't get there, which is fine. I mean, no, not everything is over. Still, it went into my box in here, but I decided to ignore it because I was seeking for better price action here. So we had the spring. It was, look at that, it was barely below the V-shaped recovery, which is fine. I was expecting that to be, like a little bit more dramatic, right? And then after that, well, then bounce back out, have a sweep of the lows, and break the trend line. So far, this does not happen. And what is happening at this point? Well, Wyckoff, and we have a big-ish, not a big body candle, but big-ish body candle. It can still do better, right? Closing, if it closes above, well, then we're looking for that retracement or that retest, and then finally the break out of that range. Let's just review that. Remember, at this point, I think we are right here on LPS, right? LPS, we need to see that breakout retest, and off we go. And that breakout retest, usually it is around the previous peaks on the overextended range. So what is our range? This is our range in here, right? This is the overextension range. And what we need to see, it is that breakout retest, and then off we go with this movement. So once again, I'm just waiting a little bit in here for my reentry. My reentry is going to be right there at a retrace. This could be very, very quick. I mean, could be a one candle retracement, maybe something like in here. As you can see, just break out, maybe one or two candles retrace, and then off we go. So I'll be a little bit patient here, but also I'll be taking my chances as we retrace back down. So I'm going to be placing another alert somewhere around 94,472 to take those chances. If we reject out of the 98K or even out of the 100K, I think we still have the chance to come back down to these other areas. That's why I'm not just leaving out or removing my my support lines in here, my support alerts. I think this still within play, but right now the market is revealing its hand. It seems to be bullish. So also just waiting for a buy signal here. We are already above the zero line. Yeah, we do have a dump, but that dump played out somewhere around this area. So I'll be just looking for the pump signal here. And along with all of that, I'll be executing my entry at a retest. So looking bright, looking bright. Before we move on, I just want to show you guys one of our alerts, and I want you guys to notice this alert in here. Look at the name of this alert that we had in here. Other than that, let me throw it back to you, Piper, because you have a great list there, and we'll come back to it on my side afterwards.
Absolutely. LJ said, anyone hear big baddie candle from OC? He's not saying big baddie candle. He's saying big booty candle. Big booty candles. No, it's big body candles, man. Big body candles. You leave my English as a second language fucking co-host alone. I can't. I gotta defend Josie. I know he's just joking with you, man. It is funny when I hear it too. I'm like, I always hear big booty candle when you say it because I know what you mean and I know what you're saying, but it's big body candle. There you go. Let's clarify that for LJ. Dex said FARTCOIN up 47% in the last 24 hours, and then Eric Wallen said that all of the snow that's coming is because of global warming from my hairspray. That's what it's from. So let's jump over into the news here and let's get into AI agents market cap, guys. And let's talk about why we're watching these so closely right now. This is a chart here dropped from CoinBeats. I follow him on X, and he's got this whole layout here of the AI agents market cap versus mind share over the last 7 days. Big names on here, and we're going to be taking a look at several of these. AIZ or AI16Z, Virtual, FARTCOIN, ZEREBRO, GOAT. But the big one, guys, AIXBT. I want to take a look at that one first, see if you can get that one lined up there. The reason that I'm bullish on that one, and we'll go into here and take a look at this. Market cap, it's a big thing, right? Come back over here. Come back in here. There we go. Market cap's a big play, right? You always hear people talk about getting the small cap, so on and so forth. So top AI agents, AIXBT agent has solidified its position as the leader in AI agent mindshare of the last week. Remarkably, it's the only agent in the top 3 with a market cap under $1 billion, suggesting potential undervaluation. Below is the updated rankings of the top 15 AI agent-related projects with current market caps. And you can see right there, $608.9 million is all it's at for AIXBT. Of course, you guys know the AI16Z DAO. We've showed that one several times. Yeah, that is MSTR. I think, or something like that, or MST. But there's a 2x short on that. Yes, an inverse 2x MicroStrategy stock, Eric Wallen. It's at $2.63 billion for AI16Z. Virtual's at 4.9 billion. FARTCOIN's at 1.3 billion. When you look at these, ZEREBRO, that's the other one that I had OC put on the list that we're going to talk about also. It's only at 767. So Griffin at 434, but it's in the top ones, the ones that are doing the most volume, the ones that are doing the best right now. That would be AIXBT when you compare the market cap to the performance. That is the one that is to watch. So OC, let's go ahead and of course OC has dropped out from there. Griffin and ARC are my two that I'm looking at. OC is coming back in right now. I'm not sure what just happened there again. I think YouTube's trying to rug pull us today, man, or something. I don't know what's going on. OC, let's get into AIXBT, and then I'll take a look at virtual. So let's go.
Absolutely, man. I just got to believe that it's always on my end, because every single time that we're going on my screen, he just cut it off. I don't know. Might be that beef that I got with Elon. All right. Just take a look at what we got here, man. This being mover.
While you refresh over there, and we'll take a look at virtuals here. On MEXC is what I'm taking a look at this on. And you can see right now, as it's loading in, I don't know. It might be mine, man. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Virtuals. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're good. So I had these levels up here, and I've already done one on this chart for you guys, showing you a trend-based fib extension. Let me isolate this chart off, and we'll jump in here and take a look at this. I had these levels here that I pulled this from. It was from a trend-based low to a trend high to a trend low, and I said, be careful right here. You've got a phase 2 golden pocket or platinum pocket coming in. That's where we rejected, but we came down and we've tested the bottom line here, the 2.236 for our bounce. We're now getting a rejection right there cleanly off of that golden pocket. Let's bring it back into play here. There we go. Get it cleaned up. Nice rejection off the golden pocket. That would be the 2.618. We'll bring this in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about here. That wick has wicked perfectly on that 2.618 Fibonacci. And so I am watching that right now for the level that we need to get above. But if you take a look at this chart overall, even right now with this pullback might be a good spot because this is now a higher low. There's your lows all the way through. Now we had a higher high, higher low, and setting this up for another move to the upside. So, virtual looking very strong right now, in my opinion, on the 4-hour. We are getting a little bit of an indication here of this pullback. That was that would be right here, this pink line on the Oscillator Pro ribbon. But we did get a clipping of the True 7. This is 7 different indicators telling us that the reversal was coming, right? So we had that start clipping here. We went up a little bit higher, hit that rejection point that we had talked about, and then pulled back in. So, what do I think will happen from here? I'm going to be watching for this price because we won't get a divergence here. Well, we might actually, depending on where this is at, but I don't think we will because this is very, very low, and this would be a higher high. So I don't think that we're going to get another divergence out to this True 7, but volume's on its way up. Money flow is still green. I would be watching for this to be a bottoming here on this on virtuals for another move. And let's take a look at what you're seeing on AIXBT. Know what happened. Hopefully he can come back in here. I'll go take a look at AIXBT and we'll keep this rolling here just like we do. AIXBT.
Hello, hello.
Are you there, OC? I see you. I hear you. All right. I'm moving into AIXBT, but if you have it up and you're ready to go, we will run with that on your end. I apologize for all of the stuff today, guys. I don't know what's going on. So
Yeah, I think I lost camera.
yeah, you're chopping in on your input too. So I'm just going to carry on here, OC. And if we get clear signal up, yeah, I'm having some major Wi-Fi issues today, man. That's what it is. Not sure why it's doing that, but it looks like it's coming through. It's just loading here is pretty slow. All right, guys. BT, and this is the one that has that market cap that's under $1 billion. So right now, this is horrible. I can see the dandruff. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Looking here at these levels, though, guys, let's pull a fib here and just see what this retracement would look like. We'll pull it from down here up to this top. We are coming in on the 50% line. We've had a I think we're back. I think we are. Guys, I'm not sure what's going on my end. We're going to go ahead and call it here. Let me bring OC back up here. I don't know what's going on today, man. Something is playing hell with our signal. It's solar flares. They talked about that yesterday. Massive solar flares are hitting America. And so this system is just not wanting to run today. But guys, AIXBT, watch those levels again. If you missed that, it's going to be the golden pocket. 48 cents, 47.7 cents is the area to watch there. We've almost lost all of our viewers today. We were at 71 at one point. So I will get all of this fixed, and we'll be back tomorrow hot and heavy with everything for you guys. We have good signal now, Piper. Okay, well, do you guys want to run on? Guys, let me know in the chat. Do you want to run on with the risk? There's only 15 of you still in here with me. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to drive on. If not, we will just call it. I'm going to go ahead and say my outro now in case we do cut again. Guys, we'll be back here tomorrow morning with a much better connection. I'm not sure what's going on. I may have to call my network guys out here today to the studio. So, but yeah, solar flares and lots of volcanic sulfur in here. So there you go. And that's probably what's messing with both of our internets today, OC. So, yeah, they want to run on. They want to run on. OC, you got. I already did AIXBT, but are you seeing anything else on it besides what I said, or do you want to run with GOAT?
Let's go with AI16Z because we gave the call 2 days ago.
Yeah, go with it.
Absolutely. So, guys, remember that we had an alerting here really quick before we cut out. This alert was created. Look at that. Let's see, created December the 30th, right? So, also created December the 30th. We went back in here. Awesome trade right here. Was 140% profit. Came back in here, take us out, and then keep going upwards. It was outrageous. Nonetheless, it played out fantastically. At this point, what I'm looking for is a possible re-entry somewhere around these areas right here where we are right now, but I want to see a flip of the ribbon and the money flow also not losing the zero line right down here. So I'll be waiting for that one and maybe jumping back into it and then just finalizing with GOAT. It is performing very similar to Bitcoin, I would say. Something important to note that this is not Bitcoin. All right, this is not Bitcoin, but we still see the little range, the V-shaped recovery, the high not higher than the previous range that gives 70% ranges, 70% chances of ranging. We had the range. We do had the spring. It's not about the breakout. It's about the retest on the spring. Remember, and then right now we're breaking through that previous ranging area. So this is looking fantastic. I want to see this goose head pulling back down the price for me to be able to enter, and the sky is the limit. So far, we can try throwing a couple of things in here, but I do see money flow POC being at 0.75 dollars there, which in the best case scenario, we could be looking at a 36%. I usually will be going into a 10x at this trade. So in the best case scenario, we could be looking at a 361% of a trade. Remember, we're waiting for confirmation. We're waiting for that flip of the ribbon, and we're waiting for that money flow push through. So other than that, that's what I got, Piper, on GOAT. It's looking juicy, but still not an entry just yet.
Not an entry. Is that GOAT or is that AIXBT? AI16Z, whatever.
This first one, the first one was the AI 6Z. And this last one, the not entry yet, it is GOAT.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. I was messing with the Wi-Fi here, making sure my signal's all good on this end, man. I don't know what's going on, so not sure what it is, but something definitely keeps kicking us out of YouTube today. So not sure if it's
well, I've heard that a couple of Russian nationality boats have been dragging some cables under the water, so it might be just constraining the load on the service around the world.
Russia got to mess up everything. Ukraine, Wi-Fi, Piper Internet, Piper Academy show. Just saying. Yeah. So let's go take a look at one of the other ones that was on that list that we were talking about. Let's bring it back over here. That picture is right there. There we go. One of the other ones was ZEREBRO. ZEREBRO, Z-E-R-E bro. This is another AI agent that's got a low market cap on it right now. If you guys recall, that market cap on that one is sitting at right there, $767.8 million. So it's also under that $1 billion mark. OC, let's pull that one up if you have it. And we'll take a look at that one, see how it's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and get take a look at FARTCOIN if it's if it's anything that we need to see right now. So I'm gonna jump over to you and we'll knock.
What was the one you asked me to?
ZEREBRO, Z-E-R-E bro.
Perfect. Got it here. All right, perfect. Let me do a reload because this is kind of like for some reason did not load perfectly. Perfect. There we go. And we'll try to run with what we got. It's a little bit of a low chart here, so we'll do what we can at this point. So first of all, I'm going to go for a trend line. I mean, that's the best I can do at this point, and we have not yet lost it. If we lose this trend line, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world because we can still do another pattern that I've seen on Bitcoin over and over and over. Let's go very fast to Bitcoin so I can show you how that looks like, right? This is the pattern that we could be also looking at. Look at that beautiful movement to the upside, little hump, further movement to the upside, right? And then making a little bit of a bullish pennant, right? After breakout, retest, and off we go. This is not for sure, but remember that speculation, it is a very important part of trading, right? But so far, we have the very beautiful movement to the upside, the little hump, and then the further move to the upside. We just need to clarify or to make this, or to confirm this higher high or this higher low right here before we see maybe a lower high and then that flag being built up. So is this for sure? No, nothing is for sure, but this is what I could be seeing or forecasting on my analysis. There's another chance in here, which is we are making lower lows on our oscillator and we still making higher highs in here. This could be a bearish divergence being cooked at this moment. We need to be careful here. I want to keep my eye on the zero line. And oh, look at that. Beautiful. All right. And then not losing the zero line on the oscillator. If I start hitting that zero line and I still have my money flow on green, or if I see a bright red right down here on my power bar, I will be taking the risk, because that for me indicates that I could be having a little bit of a pullback, and that pullback could be taking me maybe, yeah, not at higher high, but at least to start making that pennant formation on zero. So once again, possible areas of entries at the flip of the ribbon and at whatever support we got. Let me see if we can find some support. It's going to be really hard because we don't have that much volume. But I'll go with, there we go, this shelves right down here. So either here or here at those areas. So flip of the ribbon at somewhere around those areas for a long, really fast long, and then taking profits as soon as possible. Other than that, that's what I see on ZEREBRO.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here at FARTCOIN, guys, and interestingly enough, if I went ahead and put all of my indicators on, and I do have a trend-based fib that I've thrown on here already, that trend-based fib coming in from that low to that high to that low. I want you guys to be careful with this one, but I do have what I think would be a good Hail Mary shot on this again. You can see once we pulled back here, which by the way, this pullback was a 50% retracement, guys. So 55% actually from its top to bottom there. We got that bounce there. That is the bottom point of this trend-based fib extension. And so when we look at this level, it came up, rejected again here on the golden pocket, came back down, got a nice bounce here on the 3D trend cloud. We have a nice trend line coming in from Chart Prime's indicators, auto printed trend line there, and then a candle closes on the dynamic reactor. So we have a lot of confluence playing on the Chart Prime indicators that are giving us good areas to watch for. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let's clean this up, and I'll show you where we've been. Now, where we could be heading here? We are getting a strong rejection from the platinum pocket. I talk about this level a lot, that the platinum pocket's between the 0.786 fib and the 0.887 fib. And when we get rejections there, we do tend to come back and retest the golden pocket for support. That is our previous resistance areas that we had here and here. So if we do this pullback here to this, we do have a fair value gap that's coming in right here. I would expect a little bit of a wicking below that to catch 50% line on that fair value gap. If we hold that as support, that's one good entry. But my best entry that I would be watching for here would be down in this zone here of the fair value gap. Part of it was already closed. We got a trend line running in here, and we also have the dynamic reactor. If we were to get another pullback to that level, that would be the level that I'm watching, which is about 87 cents to 85-cent range for an entry there to take off on FARTCOIN. One thing I will point out, and why I'm thinking that we could head down to that level, is we had overbought. We had the power bar triggering here. We were up pretty high, got the downtrend arrow that gave us that short move back down. Had it again here, downtrend arrow, power bar was burnt out. We had the overbought. That was this 50% move here. If we take a look at what we are seeing right now on this, keep in mind the money flow was coming down on both of these. It was in the red on the second one. Right now the money flow is coming up and volume's coming up. But I do think that if we got down to that level off of this indicator, if we get another downtrend, watch for that pullback. My first entry, though, my best entry, that I would hope for would be this, but I think the most likely entry is going to be your golden pocket. That's coming in at about $1.25. So if we jump over here to the Piper Sniper kit, you can see here that down to that 62-cent level would be the golden pocket there on our auto pulled fibs here. This is a dynamic fib that's in the Piper Sniper kit, and that would give us a nice bounce on the fast and slow movers, also on the 4-hour. But ultimately, the first thing I'd be watching for, $1.24. I don't know that with the money flow being this high and the volume coming up at the same time, that we're going to get a pullback to that level. I really do think the first level would be the golden pocket, $1.23 to $1.25. That would be the entry on FARTCOIN that I would be looking for a long there, guys. Long it there. That's what a Piper would do on this one. Set a tight stop loss. If it breaks that, then again, watch for that level down there, 80, 87, 85 cent range. So that would be the secondary entry if we do hit our stop loss. So FARTCOIN, guys, evidently it's a thing, and it's an AI virtual, AI agent. So also shout out to the Billy Goat Tales team. If you guys don't know, we're giving away tomorrow the entire book 1 through book 10 of their NFT series on Cardano blockchain. So tomorrow morning, that giveaway is happening. But shout out to Dave Digital. He's in here talking about, because they just launched a virtual AI agent over there on Virtual's blockchain called BGOAT. So $BGOTE. I can just throw it up here on the screen for you. We'll get that up there. There you go. BGOAT on Virtual. So not shilling for here. Do you have anything that you excuse me? Do you have anything that you want to show before we head out? We got about 3 minutes, or you pretty much got all of your stuffs out.
I think everything is all set up. I would say the guys just be patient. At this point, I think opportunities are starting to reveal themselves, and I think it's going to be a great year. Remember, we still have 364 days still chances, right, to make our life better. So keep doing it. Start with a great breakfast, which I'm going to be doing right next to this show. And other than that, I turn it back to you, Piper.
Awesome. Sounds good, man. Appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, smash that like button. It helps us out here a lot, and we would appreciate it. Also, if you have not done so, share this with a friend. Share it with a friend, because sharing is caring, and it helps us. We're trying to grow here. We want to hit 7,000. Can you guys help us get there? That would be amazing. Don't forget to tune in this afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. It's going to be Trade Intuition with Trade Academy. He's going to be going over some hot trades and telling you where we're at the market close of the day. And then this evening, we got Markets After Dark, definitely for sure. I'm not sure if we're going to have I don't think we're going to have an episode tonight of Crypto Nightcap. So they got a lot of family stuff going on for the holidays. So check out Markets After Dark tonight, this afternoon. Check out the Trade Academy. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be back here all over with Good Morning Crypto in the morning. And we'll be live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys all the news, the charts, the markets, and everything you need to have knowledge. Until next time, guys, trade safe. And as always, use some risk management. See you guys tomorrow morning. Happy and safe trading, guys. Later.
I don't know what they keep telling me. I don't know what they keep telling me. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling out the wheels fall low. I know you hungry for knowledge, that's profit appetite. Classes in session, this for the Army Piper acolytes. Trade flag at the soul, train ready. What a line from OCGuy, former Mexican spaghetti, yo. Crunch crypto with a deep dive to project dime. And if you like the visual powered by Chart Prime, then you were part of that alumni, that's all spine. But if you have, step fall back to offline. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling out the wheels fall low. Sound off to get with them, the ZTS rhythm. Rip it, Alexandra.
Yeah, that's my alumni, you know what I mean.
That was awesome, dude!